This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Today's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast comes with a warning. We're not going to say no to anything today. And we're encouraging
now you tell me.
Not to say no either. Want to go to work? No. Friday, March 24th. 9 months away from Christmas Eve. Just putting it out there. If you want to have a Christmas baby.
Yeah, but apparently that's not the day to have a baby.
That's right.
As we talked about this week.
Maybe shooting for that, so to speak. But the point is, if it's a cesarean, they're not going to deliver it on Christmas Day.
Christmas.
And I did, just to back that up, because we talked about that on the podcast earlier this week too. We had the top 10, but the top 5 were Halloween.
The least popular birth dates.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day,
the lowest number of babies born
and I think because, the normal number of births happen just like every other day, but you wouldn't schedule a cesarean, so I think that's what brings it down. The other ones I looked, it's like, they're the last 5 or 6 days of November, the American Thanksgiving. So it must have just been an American stat. Whenever Thanksgiving would have landed. Yeah,
because I would like to think we as Canadians wouldn't do that.
Right. I mean, if it's an emergency,
we'd let nature take its course if mother and baby were healthy, and just let the baby be born.
Today, I got this infographic from Scouts Canada back on Monday, March 13th. Tucked it away for today because today is Say Yes to Kids Day.
Yes.
And I remember the Jim Carrey movie Yes Man, where he decided he was going to change his life by never saying no.
Yes.
So anything offered to him by his girlfriend, or maybe it was even
anybody.
He didn't have a girlfriend, and then a girl said, "Well, will you be my boyfriend?" And then off they went, and he went on all these
doing stuff, and he couldn't say no to anything.
Crazy adventures, and life opens up. And
well, and then in 2021, the movie Yes Day actually came out with Jennifer Gardner, which is what this is, where you allow your kids. You say yes to everything they ask.
Oh my God.
Basically, I say that. Yeah. It's really not that much of a blanket statement. But if you haven't seen that movie, it's very cute. But that's what this is about, saying yes to your kids.
Okay, I like the idea in a movie because the script would not put anything in there that would actually harm a child. The children themselves will ask for things because Scouts Canada sent out the list of the top 8 things kids wish we as parents would say yes to.
Okay.
Which include 36% of them would like to light a fire themselves.
I have let my kids do that.
Okay.
But there is parental supervision, and it's in a safe manner. It's not giving them a pack of matches and saying, go to it.
Yeah. But even if we were camping, if Andrew was 8 and said, "Can I start the fire?" I would say, "Go ask your mother." and then I would say, "No."
Really?
Because I'm here. I'm sure I said no.
Really?
Or maybe I didn't. I don't even know.
See, 8 I think is a good age. A 6-year-old, no.
Light a fire themselves.
Yes.
40% want to get close to a lion or some other animal and pet them. Of course, a child would love to do that.
Yeah, I think adults do too.
Every once in a while, you see a video online.
Not a lion.
About a young child that gets close to a wild animal. I'll call a cow a wild animal. It'll hurt you if spooked. And, something cute happens. Therefore, it happens all the time. No, it doesn't.
Did you say a cow?
A cow, sure. Would you let a 4-year-old wander around near a cow?
Probably.
Really?
I would be there with them. Mark, you forget, my in-laws have a farm. So yes,
I know that.
I would. Yeah, I would.
Okay, what animal wouldn't you?
A lion.
Okay. But like a goat?
Yeah.
Did you put a child near a goat? My niece used to
ride goats all over the place.
Oh,
they had goats. She'd get right on top of them and away they'd go.
I'm deathly afraid of them.
Really?
Yeah, they all kick, don't they?
You need to come to the sale barn with me one Tuesday.
Don't they kick and stuff and spit and get all angry and ornery?
You're thinking llamas.
Llamas.
Llamas, I would be a little more leery
Terrified of a llama.
They spit. You should be.
41% want to ride a dirt bike.
Okay. Yep.
42% want to do wacky science experiments.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. We could do that.
Which involve like cutting your head open, exchanging brains with other people. That's wacky.
You added that.
I added that.
Yes.
44% want to fly an airplane or a spaceship.
Okay, that one might be harder to do.
Can't say.
So you could say yes because it'll never happen.
44% of kids want to light fireworks.
Nope. Some adults shouldn't do that. So no.
Top two, 50% said that they want to do extreme outdoor activities like winter camping, paddling to remote sites, or staying a night in the woods alone.
Okay, well, they wouldn't really be alone.
In their head, kids don't understand what the word romantic is yet, but that is a romance of nature.
It is.
To want to be alone, if you are completely safe and have that feeling of just hearing crickets and being alone out there is something ancestral about it. We have it in our fiber that we do want to do that. We just don't understand as kids that can be dangerous. When the bears come around looking for midnight snacks.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
And if they really wanted to do that, I would let them. If they wanted to canoe to a far off spot,
Yep.
yeah, give it a try.
Yeah.
See if you want to do it.
At what age?
I would let them do it now.
Okay.
In certain parameters, like there would have to be parameters set.
Like Algonquin Park.
Well, I did it. What grade was I in? I might have been in high school, so I wasn't that young.
Okay.
When we did our canoe trip.
Sorry, you said we. This said alone.
All by themselves or without mom and dad?
Alone. I said alone.
I know you said alone.
That's what they want. Alone.
By themselves completely?
Yeah, alone.
Well, if they wanted to do that, you can go across the river then.
Okay. Within sight of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
across the river. If you can do that, then we can do.
But paddling to remote sites alone? No. Not happening.
Well, you can't
How
paddle
old?
by yourself anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But they don't know that. They just think they want to do that.
Well, like the rocket ship and the plane, sure, do it. Because it's not going to happen.
We're going to need to have search and rescue on this weekend. And number one, 55% of kids want to blow stuff up.
Yes.
Gord called in. It's
Do
like,
it.
let's blow stuff up. He loves
Exactly.
blowing stuff up.
Because again, as I said when we were doing this on the air, at the heart of all of that, even though they say alone, none of those things can be done without parents. And I think that's what this is about. Saying yes to them doing it and being a part of it with them. Mm-hmm. You're a part of it whether they're camping alone or not. You still are, I don't want to say supervising, but it encourages you to do it with them. Like blowing stuff up, I'd be like, yes, let's blow stuff up. Not you blow stuff up. Let's find something, do it in a safe way, and blow it up.
I don't know how to blow stuff up safely.
Well, but you as the parent would Google it and be like, okay, so this is what we need to do. We can do this, this, and this.
Because it doesn't lie on the internet. Okay.
And then, and then set it up. Keep your child safe while they get to experience it.
Nobody from Arkansas is allowed to do any of this stuff.
Oh, I know. That's
I'm going
crazy.
to put a turkey in the deep fryer. What could go wrong? Some of the craziest ideas that came out of it. Some children wanted to follow a bear to its lair.
Again, I said you can do that at the zoo.
Juggle daggers.
Go to the dollar store, get some plastic ones first.
Trap a wild animal. Pat it. And bring
Like
it home.
pet it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And bring it home.
No,
Say yes
I can't
to
do that
Kids
one.
Day. But it is other than Scouts Canada, thanks for that list. There is kind of a legitimacy to it today.
Well, we mentioned the movies, but there are articles out there on if you can't say yes, how to say no by saying yes, kind of thing. Like still go along with the day, but say no, because some of those things, as I flat out said, no, that's not going to happen. So they say you can try yes later. Let me think about it. Let's talk about it later. Well, instead of what if we? That sounds like fun, but it's too much for our budget.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Do you have another suggestion? That sounds like a fun idea for another day. So you're not really saying no.
Okay.
You're kind of putting it off. And there are rules around it too. So you can, as I said, setting parameters or boundaries.
Yeah.
Because it mentions the budget. If they want to fly a rocket, sorry, mom's pocket is not that deep.
Yeah.
And I cannot pay NASA to do that for you.
No.
So there are some yes day rules that you can set. For instance, you'll not say yes to anything dangerous or illegal. You won't say there is a budget to what you can do.
Okay.
You will only say yes to activities and things regarding the present time, not to things happening in the future. So it's got to happen today.
Okay.
You will not say yes to screen time, which is good.
Ah.
And lastly, have fun.
Right. So it's got to be fun.
It's got to be fun.
Can't be dangerous. Just has
Can't
to be
be
fun.
illegal. Can't break the bank.
Right.
And it's got to happen today.
So, if, for example, then, kids are always saying, when can we go bowling? And you keep putting it out, today's the day you go bowling.
If it's not too much money, sure.
Yep, today's the day.
Let's go bowling. Can we go bowling, Mom? Yes.
Today is yes day.
Let's go
so
bowling.
So we're going to go do that. Yes.
I do like the idea of it. I do.
And Mom, can I drive? No.
Dangerous and illegal. You're breaking a rule.
You're breaking
Can't
a
do
rule.
it.
Don't have a license. This isn't a rocket. Can't do that.
But those are great ideas. And after seeing the movie with Jennifer Garner, it wasn't. We did have the conversation. The kids were all for it. They did want to have a yes day, and we did talk about it. We haven't done it yet, so maybe this will kind of encourage us to do one, because it does sound like fun.
I would be terrified with what my children would have come up with.
You could do it now.
Because Andrew has no fear, so it would have been something dangerous, but not self-harming. You know what I mean?
Dangerous how then? Would he want to blow stuff up?
Probably.
Would he want to hang from trees? Like when you say dangerous.
I know, it just would have been something unsafe. It would have been something risky.
Like adrenaline inducing.
Yes. I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I'm thinking like zip lining.
Right.
Like something like that?
Yeah, but probably create his own zip lining.
Well, you and him could build it together.
See,
like,
again,
yeah, let's do it.
Oh, the plan's on the internet. Good idea. And then even Steph, she's highest roller coaster in the world. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's do all this stuff. Something risky. Be like, no, because I'm just a chicken on all things risk.
Really? You didn't like roller coasters?
No, I don't like roller coasters.
Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Well, there again, though,
I'll
it's got
dance.
to. You could go dancing.
I can talk in front of crowds, which apparently is the scariest thing in the whole
Yes,
world.
it can be.
That's my
Exactly.
courage. Putting my life on the line for amusement, not as much.
But it's got to happen today.
Has to happen today.
And it's got to be within your budget.
Within the budget.
And if you
All
were
right,
really
everybody.
that scared and you felt it was dangerous, then no, you can just say, yeah, we got to save it for another day.
And yet, if I ever had a grandchild, which is never going to happen, I would want to teach it to climb a tree. And yet, I don't think I taught my own kids to climb a tree. But back then...
You just push them out the door and say, go?
Go. Back then, in the early 90s, there were no computers. There was very little what we would call screen time. We just assumed the kids were outside playing, and they were. So but now I worry that they're not. So
Well, that's why I'm glad to see that's one of the rules. No screen time. Nope.
Can't
We got to
say
get
yes
out.
to
We
it
got
all
to
day.
Nope. I'm not going to say yes to you being in front of a TV all day.
All day.
Or a device.
Yeah.
You're going to be off. We'll go do something.
Yeah.
I won't say no. Maybe. But yeah, you got to get out of the house.
All right, so get out there and enjoy that.
These tips and rules up on our Facebook as well. I put them up on our Facebook page.
Plenty of stuff going on here in the Quinte region over the next few weeks. Every weekend from here on in until, I don't know,
Thanksgiving.
November. Yeah. Every
There's
weekend.
a lot coming up.
Final weekend of March Maple Madness going on in Prince Edward County. Brian Wall, we had on the show. He, the sort of spokesperson for certainly Walt Sugar Shack, but all kinds of the other ones that have great breakfasts and tours. And if you said to yourself, well, I'll wait until the end of the month because it's going to get warmer, it's going to snow tomorrow. Chance of snow. That's a chance you take in Canada.
Exactly.
Thinking you're going to wait. But
Hey, it'll cover up the mud.
Right. Get out there with the kids. Can't say no to a pancake breakfast.
Oh, goodness not.
Or to Waltz from 10 until 4 Saturday and Sunday, and then wraps up for another year.
Also coming up this weekend, the Belleville Sens are holding, I keep wanting to say Belleville Bulls, because they're going to focus on the Bulls as well as the McFarlands tomorrow night with the hockey history, Belleville's hockey history night with the Belleville Sens tomorrow when they take on
the Milwaukee Admirals.
That's right. So it's going to be a good night tomorrow. They play tonight. We're going to go in. We're going to see that game. They're playing Bridgeport tonight.
The Islanders.
And then tomorrow's the hockey history, which will be pretty cool.
Point or two or maybe three out of the final playoff spot.
So
I know.
close.
And Rochester has a few games in hand, but let's win them. Let's take these 4 points here with maybe 10 or 12 games, only a half a dozen home dates left. Before the playoffs and make it back in so they could use all the crowd support when the kids say, hey, can we go to the hockey game tonight if it's in the budget, which it should be because it's in your own backyard?
Yes.
Yes, we will go and you will enjoy it. And yes, Next weekend, you'll go see Charity when she is looking after the concession stand at the CAA Arena.
Going to be helping VIQ.
Because VIQ
we'll
asked
see how
and
it
you
goes.
said
Well,
yes.
Tracy, because Dancing with the Stars, I'm on the committee for that, and we just got talking about the Belleville Sens games and how they usually do the concession, volunteer and information Quinny. So it kind of progressed to that. And I said, if you ever need a hand or if you need volunteers. Ding! So Emily's going too. And because it's also our Brother Station Cool 100 night next weekend.
Oh, perfect.
So it's like a starboard. We're taking it over. Starboard's moving in. So Emily and I will be helping out on the concession stand. And I'm going to admit, a little nervous because it's a Marley's night. So it's going to be it's going to be busy.
Do popcorn and pizza. Stay away from beer sales.
Oh, I don't want to take money either. Don't put me on cash because I've quite often seen. I don't know if you have when you've been to the games, Brenda Snyder, because the internet's not that great in there. So, like halfway through the Wi-Fi, because so many people are using it, and I've seen Brenda up on her tippy toes holding the machine. I don't want to be that person.
No, I'll just hand the popcorn to you.
Exactly.
Enjoy the game.
You tell me what you want, and here you go. Don't give me the money.
Enjoy the game. Monday, Dancing with the Stars with Quinny tickets are available on Ticketmaster.
Speaking of VIQ, tickets go on sale. Dancing with the Stars, May 26th is the night. Back at the
Get
CAA
your tickets
Arena.
for that. Next weekend, if you don't have your tickets yet, for the Empire Theater presentation of Kids Got Talent to benefit the Children's Safety Village.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I've got to April 2nd real fast.
Exactly.
Week from Sunday.
We were talking about tryouts, auditions not that long ago, and then boom, here it is. Quinny's Got Talent.
So that's next weekend, and then we're into April, and then it's the Easter long weekend, the following weekend.
Oh
so
my
here we
gosh,
are.
Mark.
I know.
Oh
And then
my
by
gosh.
then, maybe golf courses will start thinking about opening.
You think so?
And maybe the bay will get softer. And it's too early to get the boats out. I get it, but we're
You can start to think about it, though.
only
You can
5 weeks
see
away
it.
from fishing season, so
Oh
it's
my
not
gosh.
long now.
Look at you. You're
and it all
like,
gets going.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. All gets
So
going
much.
from that. So enjoy your weekend, everybody. Go get yourself some pancake breakfast and help them out down in the county, and enjoy your Say Yes Day today. Join us Monday. Beat the Bank is going to be back. Could be as much as $10,000. And Jimmy Holly will take a look at the box office numbers, see how well John Wick 4 did. Get out there and download the new Ed Sheeran song out today.
So good.
Eyes closed. It's a big Friday. Enjoy your weekend with Mark and Charity Mornings.